Boom, this is a boy Rastlick. Make sure you tune in to the Lion Voice blog and the YouTube. Make sure you click that bell right there and subscribe on the thing, alright? I give a lot, but I ain't giving up, cause I know my time must come. Swah!
I would say greetings, this is Kabanka Pyramid representing the Lion Voice blog. Make sure that them check it out and stay tuned. See you? Rastafari blessings every time.
We should now look at doing business with our own. And when we do business with our own and create our own destiny and create our own markets, even create our own currency, this is when we will evolve as a people. And then we will carry all the other race with us. Africa is now the place where everybody wants the peace of. Everybody in the world. The Chinese, we love them. Everybody. The Americans, the Europeans, they all want a piece of Africa. Why not bring persons of who have birthrights, the rights to Africa, spiritual right and everything, back to be the ambassadors to bring Africa to the world?
Yes.
And this is why we are asking you. And I would like to stand in for all the chiefs and kings of Africa who are crying and asking our people back home to say that the motherland yearns for you. The motherland opens up its arms and calls you back home.
Well, Lion Voice, tell them that's the people first choice. Lion Voice, make the lioness them feel nice. Lion Voice, with the lion cubs we sacrifice. Lion Voice, got to show the people them the life. Lion Voice.
Greetings in that divine name of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie the First, wearing honor in the name of his chosen queen, Empress Waziri Menen. It's now September 30th. I'm here. Kwasi Bonsu, aka Dejazmatch Kwasi, aka Ras Kwasi, aka the Reading Ras, aka the Pan-African Happy Man, and of course the host of the Lion Voice. Just completed the Pan-African Caribbean Leadership Conference award ceremony, Lifetime Presidential Achievement Award. So this will be a special episode of the Lion Voice. It's been a long day, a little bit tired, but we're there same way and we're giving thanks. So just sit back, enjoy. This is just part of life, the jazz match, and also the importance of the network. I got some very key links in Ghana from attending this event. So we really do give thanks. I'll show some of the highlights in this episode. Sit forward, full joy, and again give thanks. We stand on the shoulders of giants. Elder Nana Faraika also got her award. I'll show that. So we are the first two Rastafari to ever get this award, which is the highest civic honor given by the United States. We're here at the National Press Building. Holy thing. So just sit forward, full joy. This is Lion's Voice.
So first and foremost, I want to welcome you all to the 2022 African and Caribbean Leadership Conference and Presidential Awards. It's an amazing thing to have such extraordinary leaders who have traveled from all across the nation, all across the world to be here today. And we are very excited to honor each and every one of these esteemed dignitaries who will be here today. So first and foremost, I just want to say, when we're talking about, faith leaders and volunteers who have really committed their lives to just changing the world and making a positive impact, it's always an extraordinary thing to be able to congratulate and to honor and recognize these individuals for the work that they have done and the work that they continue to do to make our world a better place, and particularly to impact the African diaspora. Okay? So we're going to have an extraordinary event. First, we're going to do some interviews. We're also going to have a VIP reception and red carpet at 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock. And then we're going to venture into the actual awards gala. So without further ado, we're not going to take too much time. We're going to start off with some interviews where we're going to be interviewing some of our leaders who will be here. We do have press that have traveled in to cover this event. And we're looking forward to hearing about the extraordinary work that our leaders have done. And, we want to figure out how we can work, continue to unite, and work, across the world. Intercontinental relationships we want to continue to build. Okay? So I'm going to make an announcement of the individuals that we will be doing interviews with, and then I want to encourage you all to network, to fellowship, to exchange business cards, and to figure out how we can continue to work and build together. Okay? So first we're going to set up an interview with Reverend Dr. Frederick Haynes. Okay? Thank you for being here today. Next is going to be Dr. James Yanni. And then also, we're going to do an interview with Dr. Joyce. Okay? So let's give a round of applause. Thank you for being here today. No, I'll come and get you. Okay?
Thank you so much, everyone. After we do these first 3 interviews, we'll call 3 additional names and go through the list of honorees. So we'll be back with 3 more names, but that's just how we're going to start right now. Okay? Thank you all so much for being here.
It is a high honor to be honored for a body of work, for one's lifetime achievement. It is a rare honor. It is not given to everyone. I am privileged to be amongst a body of brothers and sisters who are extraordinarily deserving of this award and recognition. I actually am humbled by it. I'm not sure I really qualify, but someone thought I did. So I accept it with grace. My greatest achievement has been staying married to the same sister for 50 years. She's not with me tonight. She has COVID. People often ask me, Dr. Fraser, what is the key to staying married to the same sister for 50 years? And it's a one-word answer. Amnesia. In 50 years, Dr. Fraser is going to do some stupid things. In 50 years, Nora Jean is going to do some stupid things. When we do our stupid things, we talk about it. We reach middle ground. And then we bless it and release it, never to bring that crap up again. That's the key. Amnesia. Two final thoughts. The number one goal in life is not success. It is not to be successful. That's not the number one goal in life. The number one goal in life is to become a person of value. And when you become a person of real value, you will not be able to get out of the way of success. First things first, second things never. Do the first thing. Become a person of real value. Do that with excellence. And then the second thing becomes the first thing, success. Now, you may have read this as I have read this. New England Journal of Medicine, 3 years ago, a longitudinal study on the 3 most productive periods of our lives. The number 3 most productive period of your life is between 50 and 60. The number 2 most productive period of our lives is between 70 and 80. I'm happy about that. I'm 77, so I got 3 more. The number one most productive period of our lives, according to the New England Journal of Medicine, the first medical journal in America, is between 60 and 70. Now, what does all that mean, Dr. Fraser? It means between 0 and 50. You have done nothing yet. All you have been doing is learning, practicing, failing, stumbling, falling. That between 50 and the rest of your life will be the best years of your life. Don't ever forget. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Thank you.
That was amazing. Thank you so much.
You should do good, be good, live good. You should do good, be good, live good. Cause it's all about the knowledge of the man in you. Emmanuel, those anointed by Samuel. We lions like Daniel, brothers like Ishmael and Israel. Here to break the spell. Oh companions, I bid farewell. Cause I see you joining up with the legions of hell. I spit flames, fire blaze. I cut a clear path through the wrath, protected by his rod and staff, while the wicked blow away like the shaft. In the aftermath of their own craft, snared in their own trap set like Hamlet. I never will forget my root. King David's offshoot, that's why I speak the truth at all
On behalf of the Council, the Conference of the Caribbean and African Faith-Based Leadership Conference, we want to welcome the King of the Zanzule Kingdom of Ghana, Oketechie Asafo Boachi. We want to thank God for his life. He's made his way all the way from his kingdom, and he has a dedication that he's come. We want to interview him briefly about his work in Ghana and all over the world. His Majesty, we are honored to have you. You are welcome, sir. We would like to know, as an organization and children of yours in the diaspora, we would like to know what you have been doing all over the world for your kingdom and for all of us. And we are thankful for your life. So please briefly give us a synopsis of what you have been doing all over the world, sir.
Thank you so much. I couldn't speak without my voice is not amplified that much. Good evening, distinguished ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening. Good evening.
It's always welcoming, and I feel so elated, and particularly when I meet persons of African descent here in America or all over the world. What it is that Africa will continue to be a forum. For us, we are not resting until you all find your feet back home. Yes. Because that is your root. And the root and strength end of every tree is the root. That is where you are from. The African in the diaspora, the call for you all to come back home is what that is. So close to my heart. And therefore, even in Ghana, the president and the people of Ghana, the leadership of Ghana, both as community leaders, if you ask, I would say leadership is one of service. We are in this privileged position to serve our people. And in any way possible that we can give you the best of service and affect your livelihood. That is when we can lift up our heads and become. Ethical leadership is what Africa is. And that is my call. That we will continue to give this ethical leadership and preach this ethical leadership conferences like this is a very good and important platform to reach out to African leaders that are the positions they have is to give to the people, is to say, is to make Africa great and strong, and let Africa take its place in the world. And this is what we need to understand. That we would always thrive in unity. And that is why it's important for us to be united at all fronts. Be masters of our own destiny. The Caribbean is an extension of Africa.
Aye.
You are weak here because Africa is weak. Until Africa becomes strong, and you are the only person who can afford Africa to be strong. Therefore, if Africa assumes the position where we can also sanction America when we do wrong to our people, marginalize them, inequalities, then the world will wake up. This is the humanitarian. Let us make Africa strong to be able to protect all its sons and daughters.
Thank you. Shall we put our hands together for His Majesty? Oh yes, shall we please speak on our feet one more time, even as we welcome the president of the conference of the Caribbean African Faith-Based Leadership, Dr. Agorom Dike. Shall we please welcome him? Good to see you. We thank God His Majesty has summarized his work in Africa and what he would like us to do. So we thank God for his life. We're going to excuse him so that he will get. We'll be hearing more from him. Yes, we'll be hearing more from him in the course of the program. But please, the pleasure is mine to welcome, to speak to us briefly, Dr. Agorom Dike.
Pleasant good evening, everyone. It's indeed a joy to see all you distinguished ladies and gentlemen. We are in for a time of greatness. It is indeed an honor to have with us His Royal Majesty and the other members of the royal team here to be with us on this our 2022 African and Caribbean International Leadership Conference, which is hosted by the Caribbean and African Faith-Based Leadership Conference. Your Majesty, we hope you have been enjoying your visit here in the United States by our hospitality team, and we look forward to engaging you further. This is the third time we have hosted one of our traditional rulers or royal fathers from Africa. We had with us the Oni of Ike in Yoruba land, Nigeria, in 2016. We had with us His Royal Majesty, the King of the Yoruba Kingdom, Zanika Ikechukwu. He was here with us in December. And it's indeed a joy to have our Royal Father, King of the Zanzibar Kingdom, as we are very happy to accept and acknowledge the openness of Ghana to the world, the openness of Ghana to the African diaspora to engage. And in many conversations with His Majesty, not only the fact that he is intellectually astute in terms of law and policy and civic engagement, but he's a man that is very passionate about diaspora engagement and the need for the African American Caribbean community to come home and engage the motherland. So put your hands together for His Royal Majesty. We are really happy that you have graced us with your presence here. You are indeed our highest guest of honor. He has been brought here to be the chief honorary host and chairman of this evening's event. And we are truly joyful for the sacrifices you have made. We are looking forward to the great musical production of our African traditional music with vibration this evening, sponsored by His Royal Majesty. And we are looking forward to hear your beautiful words. Many African Americans and Caribbeans have been doing their ancestry to find out where they are from. And I remember, born in the island of Jamaica, after my dad died, I was maybe about 14, and there was a disengagement of ever possible having the chance to engage my family in Africa. And at that time, I was like in foster home. But God has made it possible for me not to go through the route of ancestry, but to reconnect with my African family and to go to Urala, Amanata, Urala, Uzwakole. I might say and I was able to host my royal father of Urala Kingdom in December. So I never had to go through the ancestry process to know that I am a Caribbean Igbo. Or an Igbo Caribbean. And so this evening is an opportunity for those of you who have done your ancestry or waiting to do it, but you have the chance to engage with our royal father. And this is indeed great for us. I want to use this opportunity to congratulate all the individuals who have been invited from all over Africa, the Caribbean, and numerous states throughout the United States to be recognized with 3 categories of awards that will be presented this evening. The Global Humanitarian Leadership Award, which is given to individuals that have demonstrated a deep sense of sincerity and passion, but serves on a national and international level with a great body of work. And those are the hardest honorees to be approved by our committee, and we want to congratulate all our global humanitarian honorees. This evening, the conference has created a new category of award because we are engaging in royalty. And in this conference, we will be presenting the Royal Leadership Award for the very first time, and that will go to our honorary host, His Royal Majesty, our King of the Zanzule Kingdom. We want to also congratulate others who will be receiving the International Distinguished Leadership Award for your international work in either philanthropy, human rights, civic engagement, or economic development. We want to congratulate those in that category. We also want to congratulate 100 individuals who will be receiving the United States President's Lifetime Achievement Award. This is the highest civic award that a citizen of the United States can receive, signed by the President of the United States for your voluntary service and your resilient hard work in community development. Put your hands together for our presidential lifetime honoree. The White House offers 4 categories of award. We have the bronze, the silver, the gold. But the lifetime is the highest award you can ever achieve. It is not easy for young people to get that award. Lifetime honorees, we want to congratulate you. I must say, this morning we had a robust conference. This year our theme is United in Faith for Social Change. If there's not another time we need to have social change in our communities, is now. We are still battling with religious extremism and administrative terrorism and religious wars and civil wars in continental Africa. We are still battling with gang violence in the Caribbean region, and some of it seems to be politically associated or affiliated, and we are concerned that some of our Caribbean leaders may not have enough political will to deal with that problem. We are still concerned about governance in Africa. We are still concerned about the tribal violence. It is time for us to look beyond tribalism, to look beyond race, to look beyond religion, and realize that we are one people with one common destiny. Yes. We want to congratulate you here because one of the things that you have made possible is to prove to the world that African and Caribbean people can unite. Yes. I rephrase it. Yes. We are proving to the world that African, Caribbean, and African Americans can unite as one multicultural black community, knowing that our heritage and our roots is in continental Africa.
Yes.
63% of black people believe that a mental health condition is a sign of a person's weakness. And as I shared earlier, one of the worst statements that we live by in our households is the statement that says what goes on in the house stays.
In CARICOM, in Africa, in AU, and whatever, all of them calling for our people to see our people as extension of markets everywhere. If we don't do this and work together, have this partnership, we will continue to be called the terror. Who are the best ones? And where is the scandal?
There's no room over there.
Africa is Africa, and Africa is so relevant to this world. The bulk of resources bound in Africa. They take the bulk of resources from us, impoverish us, and call us third world countries. When our forefathers struggled in the peril of their life, died in the coal mines, in the rails, industries, and all that. We did that. We built the world because for us, that's sacrifice. And God also wanted to teach us the lesson as well. Because for me, otherwise it wouldn't have happened. God had the power to stop us. But it doesn't happen so we can be strong, be united, and to realize our dream. And so when our leaders kept saying that, I have a dream. That dream is now. That dream is want to see Africans united as one people, mastering their own destiny, creating their own work, creating their own markets. An Africa that is devoid of tribalism.
Aye.
That is what Marcus Garvey, that is what all of them dreamed of. The African Black Star Line, the ship that I dreamt of, that is going and taking our people back to Africa. That is what is happening today. This is the beginning, that our people who created this world and made it a place for us, their resilience with which they gave us and got to be recognized in this part of the world, a world that God gave all of us without imaginary borderlines. Why would others think that they have the rights in this world and we have to give it? Who is also that? And therefore, we do not preach vengeance, but a call of reparation is in the right direction. Call of reparation to Africans is in the right direction.
Yes.
And I will add my voice to this.
Yes.
But even then, as we call for reparation, it is time for us also as Africans, as leaders in government, in faith-based organizations, to be tolerant of each other. To be very tolerant of each other, irrespective of creed, color, race. We should see that we all believe that there is a neighbor. And this reminds me of a verse in the Bible, Galatians 6. It says, and now therefore, when we have the opportunity, let's do good to all men, especially men of the household of faith. And Therefore, it is not a misplaced agenda at all when the organizers of this conference adopt my head for tirelessly. And I also applaud this executive committee for putting all this together. Because every nation that does not reward its sons and daughters does not have a future. Because we need to see that there is great reward in service. And this is the reason that this little show from the 30K and his council of the award-winning council and everybody who puts his hands to get this thing done is commendable. Thank you for 30K. But the African Caribbean Conference must also look at having this conference in Africa and in the Caribbean. And we must all support for this to happen. Just as we support that, we should now look at doing business with our own. And when we do business with our own and create our own destiny and create our own markets, even create our own currency, this is when we will evolve as a people. And then we will carry all the other race with us. Africa is now the place where everybody wants the peace of. Everybody in the world. The Chinese, we love them. Everybody. The Americans, the Europeans, they all want a piece of Africa. Why not bring persons who have birthrights, the rights to Africa, spiritual right and everything, back to be the ambassadors to bring Africa to the world?
Yes.
And this is why we are asking you. And I would like to stand in for all the chiefs and kings of Africa who are crying and asking our people back home to say that the motherland yearns for you. The motherland opens up its arms and calls you back. That is why my country, Ghana, in 2019, decided to have a program called the Return. Is that the coming home? the year of return. Excuse me, the year of return. And we do this not for Ghana alone, we do this for the whole Africa. But yes, you know, Ghana has always been the gateway for Africa sub-Saharan. And that is why I come and give you all the key to the Selassie kingdom. Come home. We will give you the rights, because you have equal rights to everything here, to integrate, to create markets for our people, to build Africa, and to make us great and strong as we
Yes.
Let us have religious tolerance as well. Religious persecution in others is what actually bleeds my spirit. So, like what happens in Nigeria is that when persons of certain beliefs think that it is okay to go massacre persons in the Catholic Church. When we see things like this, does not make us even safe as we sit here. The power of Africa is unity, is tolerance, and is oneness. Thank you.
You should do good, be good, live good. You should do good, be good, live good. Hey yo, time to fly away. Yard up in the Mount Zion, Mount Zion of the day. In the mama Africa, feel the sun rays. Hail Rastafari, give thanks and praise. Hey yo, rubber Babylon, them got you captivate. Cause all you talk about is just the money that you make. Well, money they make, got the slave master, face master, still control them. The devil still hold them. I focus my thoughts on the one who hold the golden scepter. Some call him elected God. I know there's no separation. Africa awaits, so we making preparations. black liberation. Hey yo, we must rise, no time to fantasize. Babylon sex don't understand the lies. The slave ships so can be romanticized. The vandals come slave and vandalize. Even the black woman them come scandalize. Them try to fight, race out trace of the 12 tribes. Can't put your trust in Pharisees and scribes. So Haile, Selassie, I never take no bribes. Got to do good, that's the way to survive. So you should do good.
When you are a global honoree and at the same time a resident of the US or have a resident organization in the US, you get both awards. It is the joy of the Caribbean and African Faith-Based Leadership Conference to present our International Distinguished Leadership Award to Her Excellency Ambassador Dr. Erica F. Bennett in recognition of your outstanding humanitarian services, advocacy, and initiatives that foster hope and transformation in our global African and Caribbean community. Congratulations. It is also our joy to present you with the United States President's Lifetime Achievement Award from your President Joseph R. Biden Jr.
Good evening.
Good evening.
And it is a great evening. I stand here on the shoulders of people who I dedicate this award to. It's not me. It's all of these people. And this is my Erica Bennett. She's named after me. And all of these people have really helped me do what I do. My sisters, all of them that are standing here with me. So I just want to say thank you to Dr. DK for all of his hard work, and we recognize it and we appreciate it. So let's all wave the diaspora flag and the Gala flag, because that's what we celebrate. So I want to say thank you very much to all of you.
Ambassador, members of the diaspora that you represent, they want you to know how much they love you, how much they care about you. And because of the wonderful work you've been doing, they just give me this to present it to you. It's a special flag that was hanging outside, but it is specially for you. You're welcome.
Also, the municipality in Accra, Lada Kotopo Municipal Assembly, of which your office is located, we are proud to also give you thanks.
You should do good, be good, live good. You should do good, be good, live good. Fly away.
Yes, Nana. Living legend. Make them know, Dr. DK.
Pause me to say that this is a living legend.
Yes.
In our Caribbean diaspora.
Yes.
And the World African Diaspora Union. We are honored to have you, Nana Paraika Berhen. Congratulations on receiving the United States President's Lifetime Achievement Award.
Yes,
God bless
Nana.
you.
Living legend.
God bless you.
Living legend.
David Winhorn.
Greetings in the divine name of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor itself, diaspora. Jah Rastafari, we give thanks and praise.
Congratulations to you and all those from IDOR, Universal Development of Rastafari. And he's a volunteer for us for many years. We are proud of this, sir. Thank you. And he has also received our international award some time ago. God bless you.
Collective security for sure.
Lion voice.
You should do good, be good, live good. You should do good, be good, live good.
Cause it's all about the knowledge of the man in you. Emmanuel, those anointed by Samuel. We lions like Daniel, brothers like Ishmael and Israel. Here to break the spell, oh companions, I bid farewell. Cause I see you joining up with the legions of hell. I spit flames, fire blaze, I cut a clear path through the wrath. Protected by his rod and staff, while the wicked blow away like the shaft. In the aftermath of their own craft, snared in their own trap set like Hamlet. I never will forget my root, King David's offshoot. That's why I speak the truth at all costs. Don't wanna get tossed in the sinking mire, the forgetful fire, full of tormented souls who never achieve their goals. That's why I hold up the banner high. Rastafari abide with I. Let's ride for life. Tell the youths about the king in the heights, Mount Zion nice. Say you ain't got to die to see it. That's the lie, you see. That's why so many perish, never even try to see it. When you could buy a plane ticket, straight fly and see it. Come on. Say
you should do good, be good, live good. Like you should do good, be good, live good.
Hey yo, time to fly away. Yard up in the Mount Zion, Mounty Iron of the day. In the Mama Africa, feel the sun rays. Hail Rastafari, give thanks and praise. Hey yo, rubber Babylon, them got you captivate. Cause all you talk about is just the money that you make. Well, money they make, got the slave master, face master, still control them. The devil still hold them. I focus my thoughts on the one who hold the golden scepter. Some call him elector God. I know there's no separation. Africa awaits, so we making preparations. Black liberation. Hey yo, we must rise, no time to romanticize. Babylon sex don't understand the lies. Them slave ships so can be romanticized. The vandals come slave and vandalize. Even the black woman them come scandalize. Them try to fight, race all trace of the 12 tribes. Can't put you just in Pharisees and scribes. So Haile, Selassie, I never take no bribes. Got to do good, that's the way to survive. So you should do good, be good, live good. You should do good, be good, live good.
Fly away. It's that real hip hop. I'm best about to hit you with that real hip hop. Cause it's that real hip hop. I'm best gonna hit you with that real hip hop. Real hip hop.